Hi, this is Param. In this series of videos, we will see what is the transformations. Of course, we are all know about ETL tool, right? Okay, in the ETL tools, we know that there is a transformation interface, extract, transformation, and load, right? So similarly, whatever the transformations may sense for the ETL tool, the similar stuff we can do in the Elasticsearch itself. Obviously, in the Elasticsearch, we are getting lot of monitoring data, operation data, searchable data, SIAM, many things. Okay, in Elasticsearch we can load many kind of data. Okay, in the form of indexing. Okay, so since we have large volume of data, so we can do transformation. So transformations available within the Elasticsearch. That is the first thing. Second things, why do we need transformation, or what is the benefit of transformations? Okay, first thing is I faced is data frame analytics. Okay, so Elasticsearch, Elasticstack or Elasticsearch support the machine learning jobs. Okay, so it has data frame analytics as well as, so it has two things in fact. Okay, data feed and data frame. So for the data frame analytics, we may have to transform our data straight away source data. Okay, before to apply to the machine learnings, we may need to transform those data in some terms of, okay, it's aggregation or any other stuff. Okay, that is one primary use case I faced in fact. Second thing is, here this is another use case. Okay, we had the dashboards. Okay, that dashboard frequently refreshed. Okay, so for that it no need to go fetch all the data. Let's say last 1 hour data, then it has to do grouping and it has to do some aggregation, because it has some calculate aggregation value, some count or something like that. Okay, so instead of doing every query, okay, every query or every 1 minute or something like that, okay, we can transform data and push it to the another index. So index means within the Elasticsearch, you know, index is one of the storage. In RDBMS we call as a table. In Elasticsearch we call it as a index. Okay, so whenever the dashboard is frequently accessed by many people, okay, frequently accessed many people, so in that case, instead of for everyone go to the source index, do the search, do the aggregate calculation, everything for the same set of data for many people, we can do transformation to put it in the one another index. So from that it straight away dashboard straight away fetch and just display. So obviously the dashboard load very fast, load is also very less. Okay, that is second another use case I faced. The third one, okay, here. So of course, whenever we want to notify any other systems or we want to integrate with any external systems, okay, we will be using watcher feature within the Elasticsearch. Okay, so watcher also it need data, right? So it need data. So obviously, for if it is a search, so obviously it has to search in the source index. So that time also it has, for let's say usually we will schedule the watcher for every 1 hour or 10 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that. We had something similar watcher called it has to run for every 10 minutes. Okay, so what it has to go and fetch the data, it has to do grouping. Okay, it has to do all the manipulation for every types. Okay, it's no need, right? Okay, so obviously watcher taking more times. Okay, so for that case also we can transform the index, so source index to transform and save into another separate index that we call as a destination index. The watcher, what we can do, it can straight away search data from the destination index. Okay, and based on that it can straight away check the threshold and it go for action. Okay, so no need to transform in the every time execution of watcher. Obviously there is one phase called the watcher, there is one phase called the transform in the watcher itself. Okay, out of a phase. Okay, we know need to do there itself. Okay, on the fly. Okay, or we know to do okay, on the fly we know to do, or inline. Okay, the what is advantages is, say let's say we are running watcher, of course. Okay, so every time it can do fetch and do aggregation, it can do transformation and do the action accordingly. That is fine, no problem. It is working in fact. Okay, but what is the disadvantages is, if I want to know the what are the source data that has been used by the watcher, okay, as a threshold breach. Okay, so we don't know. Okay, if you want, we have to extract with the watcher execution. That is very tough. Okay, execute from fetching or getting data from the watcher history. Okay, instead of that, what we can do, so we can write a transform. Okay, the transform in which method, I mean in what format we need data. We want to do some grouping or we want to do something, whatever we want, okay. Many things are there, okay. So however you want the data to straight away validate the by watcher, okay, you can transform accordingly and keep and store it in the destination index. Watcher, what it has to do, it going to fetch the straight away data from the destination index and go for the action, okay. So the advantages is we can say at any time. So these are the form of data for that notification has been occurred. That is easiest way, okay. So that is the third one use case we faced, I used, okay. Of course, then it's fourth case I have not used in fact, but this is also another interesting use case, okay. So unique keys, okay. Let's say by default what will happen, timestamp will be unique in the source index, or we may have ID by default will be the unique, okay. But if I want to do some composite key, okay, composite key, let's say 1, 2, 3 column, okay, like customer ID, customer age, or customer location. If I want to do kind of such a composite key, and based on that I have to do grouping, something like that, okay, I want to do now. So that is also possible here, okay. So we can form the new unique key, okay. For that we can club the data, we can aggregate the data, okay. So these are the different use cases of the transformations, okay. So transformations either we can do either RESTful API, okay, or Kibana itself, okay. Transformations we can do either RESTful API or Kibana API. Of course, if you are starting to understand how the transformation, or if you are evaluating how transformation has to be done for your actual use case, that time Kibana is best one to use to start, since the Kibana UI does not support all kind of configurations, and that is one reason. Second reason, we can easily migrate. We can easily migrate from one cluster to another cluster. So these are two reasons I favor the API based, okay. So I think I have the stuff here, okay. So we have all the transformation API I have used here. I will explain, okay. I will give the demo how it works in later case, okay. So that's how either we can define transformation in a Kibana UI itself or API or using API itself, okay. So it's up to you, but I prefer both, but actual protection case I prefer API for starting of how the transformation I want to be, okay, with the minimal set of data, okay. Obviously what is either machine learning job or transformation, first we will start with the minimal amount of data, then we will go for actual volume of data, right. Okay, so in that case we can start with the Kibana UI, okay, and we can end up with the API based transformations, okay. So that is what I want to tell you at the high level transformations, okay. This is a one case. The second thing is what is now instead of whatever data ingested by into Elasticsearch, straight away working with them for the what could be what could be deliverable artifact, it could be a dashboard, or it could be a report, or it could be a watcher, or it could be a machine learning, okay. What else can be? Okay, these are all, okay, or maybe some external application, okay. So instead of all these end point or deliverable items like that, let it be a dashboard, let it be a report, or let it be a third party application or machine learning jobs, okay, all these things directly work with the source index. It's better to transform the data as the which format we need, okay, which kind of grouping we need, okay. We can transform the data, then we can go for a dashboard, something like that. So it is, I think what it is, we can do the transformation as a basic message. One of the mandate is as a basic task, okay. Though you are not using machine learning jobs, okay, at least definitely we will be using the watcher, or definitely we will be using some dashboard, okay. So for these use case also I would recommend, okay, you write the transformation, okay. So don't directly query with the source index itself, okay. So that is best practice. We have more control, okay. So even execution very fast, okay. So transformation it is a basic things, I would say, irrespective of these kind of four use cases, okay. For every injection, for every source index, it would have, we can have that transformation that make easy the further task. Yes, yeah, that make easy the further task. Further task can be writing the watcher or dashboard, something, whatever it is. It will be very straightforward. So writing transformation is mandate, is important task, I would say. It's important task, for any source index, okay, or any important source index, okay. Okay, that's all about, I want to tell you what is a transformation within the Elasticsearch, why, what are the different use cases, okay, why we have to do, okay, what are the different things, okay, I have explained. Thank you for watching. So, okay, if you like the content, you can like my video, leave your comments, okay. Thanks for watching.